Hi children, good morning. Welcome to our next class. In last class you learned about root system and shoot system, and now here we'll see the functions of the roots, how the roots are important in a plant and what functions the roots are performing. You are going to learn in today's class. Before knowing that, you are supposed to do one small activity. For this you need 2 potted plants and 1 tablespoon and a bottle of water. Take 2 potted plants like this as I am showing in the picture, and pot a healthy plant is present, and in pot B you take a plant without the roots. Cut the roots of plant B. In pot B arrange a plant without the roots, and in pot A keep the plant, a healthy plant, keep it in pot A with the roots. And now take a spoon, steel spoon you take, and a bottle of water. Nicely you mix the soil in both the pots and give the same amount of water for both the plants. Okay, the only difference is pot A have the roots, pot A plant having roots, and pot B plant do not have roots. And after 1 week you just try to pull out the plant from both the pots. Which pot plant can you can pull it out? Definitely, there is no doubt. Pot B plant you can pull it very easily. What's the reason why you are pulling out easily pot 2 plant? The reason is because the pot 2 plant do not have the roots. So when there are no roots, the plant is not fixed firmly in the soil. So by this activity, what you are understanding? You are proving that the plant which have roots can fix the plant firmly in the soil. Right? So now we will see in our content book what actual function the roots are performing in any plant. We'll see now. Say this picture, how the roots are helping to this picture. A healthy tree you can see in the picture, and the roots are absorbing water and nutrients from the soil and transporting to the other parts of the plant. That's the main function the roots are able to do. As in your activity, in pot B plant you cutted the roots and you arranged in the pot B. So after 4 to 5 days, the plant is easily coming out when you try to pull it out. The reason is these roots are not there to hold that plant firmly. So this is the main function of the roots. You can say that the roots are fixing the plant firmly in the soil. That's the main function the roots are performing in a plant. And the other function, you can see from this picture how these roots are absorbing water and nutrients from the soil. They are absorbing from the soil and they are transporting to the other parts of the plant. Right? So these are the 2 important functions the roots are performing in any plant. And along with this, in some plants, the roots are performing some different and extra functions. For example, like radish, carrot and beetroot plants, the root parts are storing the food. So these stored food we are eating as our food. Right? So that is the extra function. Some plant roots, few plant roots are also storing the food. Examples are carrot, radish, like that. Okay. So these all about the roots, children. Three important, main important functions they are doing in a plant. Roots grow in the soil. We cannot see them above the ground, right? They are under the ground and they are fixing the plant in the soil. They are absorbing water and nutrients and passing to the different parts of the plant. Understood? So absorbing means taking inside. So these roots are absorbing, they are taking from the soil particles, they are taking the water and nutrients inside. And nutrients means which help for extra growth of the plant. The substances which are helping for the growth of the plant called as nutrients. Both are absorbed by the roots. And here in the page number 3, you are also having some questions in your content book. So these questions write in your notebook, children, question and answer. Find out the answers for these 3 questions. I'll help you for a few questions. Take the roots that we eat. Are we eating capsicum roots? No, not at all. Are we eating brinjal roots? We can't eat the brinjal root. Brinjal plant, we are eating the fruit part. So radish, yes, radish, we are eating the root part. And the next one is, how do roots help a plant during a storm? So when storm occurs, a strong wind is known as storm. So when storm occurs, there is a chance for the plants to get uprooted. That means their roots will come up and the trees, plants will fall down. So how by this time, at that time, the roots are helping to the plant. It make the plant without falling, and it make the plant firmly to stand, and it hold the soil with the help of roots. And so these roots are helping to fix the plant in the soil at the time of storm also. Understood? So in a short way, you can answer this, children. Roots are fixing the plant in the soil and not falling at storm time. Next, third one, Rita cut out of roots of a plant and replanted it into the soil. What will happen to the plant and why? As just now I told you to do the activity. In the activity also I told you to cut the roots of one plant and replant that plant in a pot, I told you. And you also observed that the plant can die within 1 week, or else you can pull the plant easily because the roots are not there, so that it's not fixing firmly in the soil. That's what happens even in Rita's issue also. So here you can write, the plant can pull out easily from the soil. Rita can pull out the plant easily from the soil. That answer you can give for third question, children. So by this you are understanding the functions of the roots in a plant, right? And I'll show you one more video about the functions of the plant, and before seeing that, we'll see what are the questions given in this worksheet. We'll find out first. And you also know the functions of the roots very well. So once remember all those, and before answering the worksheet, you also go through the content book, read about the roots from content book, and then answer for 1.2 workbook questions, children. So the first question is, circle the roots that we eat. Here in the help box, some roots are given, and you find out from that which roots are able, can be eaten. Carrot, are we eating? Yes, it is the root part we are eating. And peas plant roots we are not eating. We are eating the seeds in the peas plant. And beetroot also we are eating the root part. And in ginger we are eating stem part, so not the root. So here 2 plants roots we are eating. You just circle them. And the next question, look at the picture of a root. Write three functions of this plant's root. Which plant it is? Easily you can find out this is the carrot plant. So what functions carrot plant roots are performing? So carrot plant roots are fixing the plant in the soil. That's the first function you can write. And the second function, they are absorbing water and nutrients from the soil and sending to the other parts of the plant. And third one, a carrot root is also storing the food. So these are the three main functions carrot roots are performing. So you can write those three functions in each line, one function by giving the number you write, children. And when we see the third question, what will happen to the tree if all its roots are damaged during a storm and the roots are uprooted or spoiled when the time of storm? Then definitely the plant get withered away or dies, fall down, because when the roots are not there, plant cannot absorb the water and nutrients. So when water and nutrients are not available, plant cannot make its food and soon it may die. That's the answer, children. You can answer these three questions in your workbook. At the same time, the content book what I showed you, even the content book 3 questions write in your notebook, and also write 1.2 worksheet, children. And as I told you, 2 keywords are in 1.2 exercise. Those are absorb. Absorb means taking in. So the roots are absorbing. What they are absorbing? They are absorbing the water and nutrients. And nutrient means which help for the growth of the plant are known as nutrients. So who are absorbing the nutrients? The roots are absorbing the nutrients, right? And sending to the other parts of the plant. So you learned how to solve the questions in worksheet, and you also learned how to solve the questions given in content book. And one more time, see this video, children, to understand the functions of roots. What functions the roots are performing in a plant?
Let's watch an experiment. The soil is loosened in both the pots. Water is poured. The plant in pot 2 is pulled out easily because it doesn't have any roots.
So understood, children, how the pot 2 plant is coming out easily.
Let's watch an experiment. The soil is loosened in both the pots. Water is poured. The plant in pot 2 is pulled out easily because it doesn't have any roots.
So the plant 2 can pull out easily watching this video. Right,
Let's
children?
watch an experiment. The soil is loosened in both the pots. Water is poured. The plant in pot 2 is pulled out because it doesn't have any roots.
Okay. So the roots main functions you understood in this block, and you also understood about the activity and how to answer the worksheet questions you learned, how to answer the content book questions you learned, and do this homework in your notebook, children. And in tomorrow's class we'll discuss about the other parts of the plant. Those are leaves, how the leaves are helping in a plant and what functions the leaves are performing. These all we discuss in coming class, children. Thank you.